I am Gail Hyman. I'm president of Weber Shandwick. I came here today to talk to a group of powerful women in Mexico City from business and from NGOs to talk about where creativity meets activism in a term that I called creativism. And the idea being to use the power of creativity to make change, to change the status quo. I think PR has a bigger role than ever before. I think PR agencies have always been about creating dialogue, understanding dialogue, creating a dialogue between brands and companies and people, right? I think now we have a huge role in guiding the companies, the brands, the organizations that we represent to understand the context of the world in which we operate, to understand what's happening in society, to understand what's happening with policy and in the arts and with technology and with the media. And when we take all that context and that knowledge that we as agencies bring, I think we can help guide brands to be part of the culture in a way that's powerful for their business and powerful for the world and society in which we live. It feels like the data supports growth in Mexico, right? Mexico's at this point, it's becoming a power in the region and a power in the world, and supporting growth over the next 3 years. And with growth in the industry, I think becomes more opportunity for brands and companies to get involved in what's going on in the culture and to take a look at social responsibility and understand how that cannot not necessarily be on the side, but can be a part of continuing to do good business in Mexico, in the region, and beyond. I think what we're seeing now is today's consumer, people want to be part of a brand or a corporation, want to support a brand or a corporation that has a purpose and that has beliefs. So it's more important than ever before for brands and companies to have that purpose, to understand that purpose, to communicate that purpose. And I think the people of Mexico and beyond will want to support those companies and brands that do that. So I think it's more important than ever before. And because of the growth, I think there will be more opportunities than ever before. Having a real purpose is born of a company or a brand stepping back, really understanding, really working towards a narrative, really understanding what they are. And there's a man named Simon Sinek who has this theory that the companies that succeed because they understand their why, what their purpose is, right? I mean, any company can have a how they do it and a what they do, but understanding your why you exist, what wakes you up in the morning as a company and as an individual is the most important thing. So to keep it from being a trend, to make sure it's enduring, company has to step back, has to look internally, has to talk to every employee, has to talk to every consumer of its product or stakeholder, really understand how they feel about that organization, create values and a mission that's real, and make it something that is lasting, is enduring, is true to what that company is and what that does, and will be true. A little bit of ambition in it, for the go forward, but it can't be something that's simply, hey, look what's going on, we want to be a part of it too. There's a place for some of those things, you can always do content, there's things to do, but a purpose has to be enduring, a narrative has to be enduring, and that takes looking inside the organization as well as outside the organization, putting it two together and really working towards something that will last. It's extraordinary to be in Mexico at this time. It feels like it's hopefully, when you're talking about trends, it feels like it's not a moment in time, but really an inflection point where I think Mexico is looking towards the future, and I think there is a great future here. There's a great future for business. I think there's an awesome culture, and I think it's just exciting to be here and feel the energy of Mexico now. So it's great to be here.